Hi, Dr. Josh Axe here, Doctor of Natural Medicine and founder of DrAxe.com. In this video, I'm going to train you on the best sleeping positions. And you may not know this, but there are actually certain sleeping positions that can benefit your health, some that can be detrimental to your health. And for actually everybody, it's not the same. Certain people need to be in different sleeping positions. Here's some things you need to know to start. Sleeping position can impact your risk of certain diseases, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, headache, wrinkles, sleep apnea, cramping, neck and back pain, also acid reflux and other digestive issues, liver detoxification, and hormone balance, and a whole lot more. So let's jump right in. Back sleepers, here's some facts and benefits. 8% of people sleep on their backs, and it's actually considered overall one of the best positions for your nervous system. It evenly distributes weight and pressure on the spine, the neck, and the joints. Again, it's better for circulation and reduces pressure on your spinal discs. So if you're a person with low back pain or any type of back issue, this is going to be the best position for you. Two types of sleeping positions for back sleepers. Number one, called the soldier, laying flat on your back with your arms at your side, or a starfish, where you're lying on your back with your arms up near your head, or similar to the soldier, not just to your side. You could also have your hands sort of over your abdomen like so, and both of them are fine. But the starfish, for some people, can be hard on their shoulder joint, so the soldier position is preferred. Now, for back sleepers, here's some pitfalls and tips. Number one, you can't have too much or too little support under your neck. You want to have a small either neck roll or a thin pillow behind your head and neck while you sleep, and one that's soft and not too firm. Neck needs to be aligned with the spine. You don't want to have it too far off one way or another. It may increase your snoring or sleep apnea. So again, a lot of times I see men that sleep on their back, or some cases women, to where their partner is complaining of them snoring at night, so that can happen. But again, sleeping on your back can be healthy, but it does put you more at risk of snoring and sleep apnea. And again, proper pillow a must. One of the keys that keeps your nose aligned with your sternum. You gotta have a good pillow if you're gonna be a back sleeper. But again, the best ideal position for your lower spine and your discs. Now, next one here is side sleeper. Here's some facts and benefits. 69% of people actually are side sleepers. Now, most common sleep position among people and wild animals, actually many of them, will sleep on their side. Considered okay sleep position, less prone to snoring, decreases pressure on the back compared to the stomach, and lowers your risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Now, in ancient Chinese medicine, ancient Hebrew medicine, there was actually a rabbi named Maimonides, and he actually said that there's actually benefits of sleeping on your left versus right side, which we'll talk about in a minute. But you can sleep in the fetus position, the log position, or the urinary position, but the fetus position is known as one of the healthiest positions, with a pillow between your legs is the best of all side sleeping positions. Now listen to this. If you sleep on your side, it actually supports your specifically your stomach and your digestive tract after you eat. You can actually continue to digest very well sleeping on your left side. It's optimal for circulation for pregnant women. However, the con is it may strain the liver, the lungs, and the stomach, whereas the right side actually relieves pressure on many of your internal organs and is best overall for the liver. The con is it can increase heartburn slightly. Maimonides, this ancient doctor, said the ideal sleep position is for you to sleep on your left side the first half of the night, and then roll over when you wake up sometime during the night, in those early morning hours, sleep on your right side. This way you're detoxifying and supporting your digestive tract the first half, and then your colon and your liver the second. You heartburn slightly. Maimonides, this ancient doctor, said the ideal sleep position is for you to sleep on your left side the first half of the night, and then roll over when you wake up sometime during the night, in those early morning hours, sleep on your right side. This way you're detoxifying and supporting your digestive tract the first half, and then your colon and your liver the second half of the night, is what the ancient practitioners taught their patients. Some pitfalls of sleeping on your side, again, with some people it can cause a spinal curvature, especially if you have a bad bed. compressing certain nerves that run down your glutes and low back, can increase wrinkles, also, can affect your overall neck if you don't have a good pillow. So listen, being a side sleeper can be great as long as you have a good bed and pillow, and ideally you'd sleep on your left side for part of the night, your right for part of the night, if at all possible. Let's talk about stomach sleepers. 7% of people sleep on their stomach, and by far it's the worst position to sleep in. There are really very little benefits. Overall, it can strain your neck and low back, negatively impacts your digestive system, puts more pressure on your heart and lungs, and takes 25% more energy during the night. And again, side sleepers overall, this is not the position you want to be sleeping in. So me, myself, my degree is as a doctor of natural medicine, doctor of chiropractic, and a nutritionist. And with these trainings, I can tell you, I've worked with thousands of patients on the best sleep position and relieving organ dysfunction and back and neck pain. Number one, best sleep position, there isn't a number one. It really depends on you, but it's either going to be your back or your side, okay? If you're going to sleep on your back, you want to make sure you have a good pillow. You want to make sure you're properly supported. On your side, if you're a side sleeper, it's really especially important you have a good quality bed and pillow, and you want to make sure your spine is aligned like this from the side. You can have a significant other take a picture on your phone to make sure it looks like you are lined up when sleeping in the side position. So again, sleeping on your back is great, especially when it comes to low back issues. For organ function, sleeping on both sides during the night can be beneficial, and nobody should sleep on their stomach. Well, guys, hey, I hope you've enjoyed this live training video. And, hey, remember, make sure to subscribe here to the YouTube channel. I've got a lot of great videos coming out on essential oils and herbal extracts and how to use food as medicine. Hey, thanks for watching these tips on the best sleep position. Hi, Dr. Axe here. I want to say thanks so much for checking out this YouTube video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more great content on things like herbs, essential oils, natural remedies, and how to use food as medicine. Also, check out more of our content on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
Physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Anning, physical therapist.
There we are, the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
How to improve your health with the right sleeping position, right or wrong sleeping posture. There's, we're going to go over 5 common sleeping positions, and we're going to tell you what's good about it and what's bad about it.
I think these are the 5 basic positions the
Sure.
average person uses by far, and we're going to go through each one individually.
Unless you're a horse and you sleep standing up.
Well, actually, I saw a horse yesterday. I was out running, and it was laying flat on its ground. It looked like it could have been dead, but I think horses lay flat on their side.
I thought they stand. Maybe
Well, they do both. I don't know. Maybe someone can comment. Anyway, let's
Or
get
a
on.
bat. We could sleep upside down. But, let's get started here, Brad. By the way, let's do this.
Yeah, get
If
it
you
out
are
of the
new
way.
to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide video. Brad and I, as children. All right, first position, Brad.
Fetal position. This is. Let's demonstrate.
do it?
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
So you curled up like this, right?
Right. Oh, and you probably have a pillow. Most people
Just
are gonna,
like I was in the womb.
Yep. So that's why it is a fetal position, because this is the way you are as a fetus. I personally do this on a cold winter night when the sheets are still cold, and I get in there and then once I warm up, then I go into the more preferred position, which you get into in a little bit. But should we talk about why this position is not desirable to sleep this way?
For one thing, you're in a real flexed position all night long.
Right.
You want to grab the spine real quick, Brad?
Sure.
And we're trying to teach you to keep your back as straight as possible throughout the day. So your back is rounded out like this all night long. Now, that's not necessarily a lot of stress on the back because you don't have weight on it.
Right.
But it's still kind of creating a reliance on a certain position that it's going to reinforce that position. Is what it's going to do.
And plus, sideline in general does put a little skew on the back in a lateral position or sideways.
Oh, sure.
So we're going sideways a little out of neutral as well as in the flex. So you got 2 different not abnormal, but positions that to lay for a long period of time, you probably don't want that. Plus tight turns. You got a tight turn here, and the circulation is, it's like as if you take a garden hose and you blow off circulation throughout your
So yeah,
arteries.
especially lymphatic too.
There you go.
Lymphatics like this, and you're crimping the hose in a couple spots. It's going to be harder for that fluid to come out of the leg.
Avoid that.
That's what I said.
If not for sure the most desirable position as far as keeping your body healthy, circulation-wise, breathing-wise, spine, keeping your spine in a good neutral position, which we like. The biggest thing about laying on your back to make sure you have correct, that will be a common mistake, is if this happens. You have too thick of a pillow. Now I'm going to put two under here.
Or you use two pillows, which a lot of people do.
Two pillows or one
Yeah,
big
look
thick
how
one.
flexed I am here.
So we've got the spine is nice and neutral throughout his torso and low back, but then the neck is tilted up. And people will do this so they can watch TV sometimes. And then if you fall asleep like that, what gets your spine in that crank position, and it's not desirable. It may not cause a problem in one night, but over a period of weeks or months is where you can develop some problems. So, supine position.
And that's going to affect your breathing too.
Oh, right.
And you're closing off your trachea here.
Sure.
Again, are we making suggestions on what might do to make supine better? or
Sure.
not?
Yep.
I mean, one thing, I see a lot of people who have back pain and they don't like to be this extended all night long.
Yep.
So they do better with pillows underneath their legs.
Right.
Or, of course, the leg wedge, right?
You bet.
Brad's coming back with that. So
You could put pillows, or even more preferably, most people find this to be like the superior comfort.
well, whenever you put this in, I just it's just like
Yeah.
it's just really nice, and they're inexpensive. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, that's. I wish they were a little bit longer.
Yeah,
For me.
for someone who's over 6 foot tall, it would be nice. Maybe we'll have to make this recommendation to the manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd like to see this where my feet are just that would be perfect. But now it's not giving me the
it
support
doesn't
here.
get that support there, and
Yeah.
that support there.
Is what feels really good.
Yeah, that
So
really does something for the hips and the back.
So there's a lot of people that I just have a lot of my back pain patients, Brad, that really can't sleep like this.
Yeah,
They just
right.
can't. It just puts too much.
Yeah.
I think the sets are coming together and it's hurting much.
I'll say this, Bob. If you feel more comfortable laying in your back with your knees up than being flat, chances are very likely you're going to feel very comfortable.
Right with
this.
that. Yeah. Good point.
Okay, next, should we attack the sideline positions,
Sure.
Bob? Okay, number 3, let's go, you want to go right sideline position?
Well, sure.
You're not going to,
I'm not going to flip over. But
Yep, well, I didn't want to have you lay on your little mic box. there.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so right sideline. The thing about this that a lot of people aren't aware of, and is it may cause heartburn just because of the way the stomach is in the body.
What position they're in?
Yeah.
I had read that too. I found that interesting. That it actually there's some negative things to being on the right side versus the left side.
Right. The other things that we've mentioned also is, if you're on your back, actually, we didn't mention this, but you're more likely to snore if you're laying on your back. That's
Right.
Sometimes that's a problem. It depends on who else is in the room.
Right.
But going to the right side, we want to make sure that the pillow is right. So if it's a thin pillow, you may
I felt uncomfortable already, Brad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
get that so we can see.
And I use two pillows is what I do.
Sure. I'm a folder. I just fold mine up. I hope I do that when I'm sleeping.
Sure.
But we want to keep that spine in a neutral position. And, if it's too high, we get this. And if it's too low.
And that's how I felt it already. And I really didn't like this. I don't like this. It's already uncomfortable.
Right.
It doesn't take long.
And then sideline, make sure that you don't bring your knees up too close and get to that
And the
fetal
pillow
position.
pillow between the legs is nice.
Some people, if you got a hip problem, sometimes this will really make a difference.
And then, of course, sometimes they even put a roll towel underneath here, don't they, Brad?
Yeah, that's
Especially if your back is kind of sagging.
Yeah.
You can take a towel and roll it up and put duct tape on it like we did, and
Yeah.
just it fills in that little gap here. That actually does feel good.
Oh yeah, I just had a person last week with herniated disc, and this was real helpful for her. And actually laying on her back was helpful too.
Yeah, and you
so-
can take it to the point where you put it all the way around you.
Yep.
And it's giving you support all the time.
Right.
As opposed to just when you're on your side, it'll give you support when you're on your back too.
Yeah, you can make your own like this, or you can, if you look up sleep roll, Mackenzie makes a sleep roll.
I
that
got it. I
makes-
put it in our Amazon list below.
Okay, our favorite
Yeah,
products. list?
favorite
Yep.
products below.
Yep.
If you go down in the description, it's in there.
Okay.
So I just put that on there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go to left sideline.
All right. I mean, all left.
All left.
No, I was gonna say all right. It's a little play on words there, Brad.
I didn't know if you're getting political or what, Bob. Okay, so if you can imagine, if laying on your right may cause heartburn, if you lay on your left, it decreases your risk for heartburn. So that's a nice thing as far as the digestive system goes. The same thing holds true. Neck position, make sure the
Yeah.
pillow, we'll double it for Bob this time. Okay, you can put the sleep roll or the roll between there. Should we put this between your knees,
Sure.
Bob? There
Yeah.
you go.
And then
Okay.
the roll would go underneath here again. Any other? It's good for.
Well,
what
there was, I saw some stuff on that it's going to increase lymph drainage on
Oh,
your
sure.
left side better than your right. I didn't find anything real scientific. I did talk, I communicated with Aaron, our resident expert on lymph drainage, and from his training, he said, yeah, it might be true, but there's nothing real
solid on it.
But one way or another, it's not going to bother it, is what I could find out.
But decreases acid reflux.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. That
Gotcha.
GERD,
Yep.
the problem with heartburn coming up the
Sure.
esophagus.
Gotcha.
All right. So, next thing. This is the fun one to go after, Bob. Prone, laying on the stomach. Is it good, bad, or who knows? We're going to go over that. You want a pillow, Bob?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk because you probably aren't going to be able to hear me.
Yeah. You better look at this. There. Matt, don't look at the Just kidding. Okay, so laying on your stomach, we as therapists, as far as what it does to the spine, particularly in the neck, we don't advise it. We know some people do it, and they're very comfortable with it, and maybe their anatomy tolerates it well, but over time they may end up that they're going to have problems with their neck because Bob's neck is all the way to the left right now. We call that end range of where all the neck joints, the facet joints in there, and that can cause problems, and it can eventually cause problems as you get some impingement on one of the spinal nerves and get pain in the shoulder and the arm. Headaches, Bob was saying, Bob went to a continuing ed course where it was pretty clear that can contribute to some headaches. Also the low back, arches that low back a little bit, and that can cause problems for long term.
The other thing is shoulders.
Oh.
If you tend to sleep with your arms up like that, it's going to be, you can increase the likelihood of less blood flow to the tendons,
Right.
a little more impingement issues going on. So,
Thoracic outlet syndrome.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, so I do it short. I'll lay on my stomach for like 10 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah. Just in the middle of the night, and then I roll over.
Sure. Get back
So-
on your back, huh? So what do you say, Bob? That's all 5. I think it's pretty straightforward. So, if you can lay on your back, it's probably the best, but work the other ones as you can.
Right. Sounds good. Thanks everybody for watching.